more than 2,000 miles of risk in that zone with, as I mentioned, more than 100 million people. You're seeing some of the footage. This was probably 23 hours ago. Right here on Fox Weather Now, we were keeping an eye on Corey Gherkin's feed. That flashed up, and we saw that funnel cloud descending. He was on supercell for about 2 hours' time, maintaining its rotation, its structure. It finally did put down a tornado, and thankfully, as it did so, it was out over an open field. We had talked with Corey on the phone shortly after that, and he told us that particular tornado just missed a structure by maybe 50 or 100 yards. So that was very, very good news. Now today, a more sprawling, more widespread threat, less so for tornadoes, thankfully, but the damaging winds and hail, those are a big concern over the next several hours with an outlook that stretches more than 2,000 miles. So you know when you're talking about distance like that, a lot of people are in the mix. So here we are with this boundary still triggering storms. It jumps off the map. You've got some storms up this way, big coverage of rain down toward the Red River and point south. But a few of these storms, I mean, you've got this front here moving into a zone. You look at this level 2 threat from the Storm Prediction Center. Makes perfect sense why they have that level 2 zone there when you consider all of this storm energy, a healthy atmosphere building out ahead of this trigger. Cold front moving in. So as we move forward through time, through what's left of this afternoon into the evening, already starting to see that happen on the northern part of this into southeastern parts of Michigan. Here's a severe thunderstorm warning. That's Livingston County, Michigan, runs until 3:45. Keep in mind the flavor of storms that came through here yesterday. We had considerable and destructive tags on some of those, with wind gusts indicated 70 to 80 miles per hour, and that was verified. We had winds like that up to about 80 miles per hour moving its way from left to right, west to east across lower Michigan. The damaging wind threat today is in that level 2 out of 5 zone. That's for probability, and it's part of what has led to the upgrade in those places. So here's our exclusive Fox weather model. See what this looks like over the next several hours. As I mentioned, the coverage of storms across parts of the Midwest and then approaching the Ohio River, that'll be on the increase. We'll hang on to some of that through the overnight hours. You got folks out Paducah, perhaps the Derby City, Indy, back towards St. Louis, that you're waking up to some showers, few downpours first thing Wednesday morning. So have that as part of your plan. Then you move farther off to the south, a hill country up into parts of West Texas, up toward Abilene, more or less I-20 as a northern bound. This is where we've had, you just saw the northern tip of this. This is the southern tail. And yeah, that boundary is doing something awfully similar. We're gonna have to watch these storms crawling their way down 20 just west of Fort Worth. Those will be moving through the Metroplex. Same story north of town. Those slow moving. Look at this coverage of storms, both sides of the Red River up that way. Yeah, those are healthy thunderstorms, but this cluster in through here, just north and east of San Angelo, that's a couple of severe cells. Concho, Runnels, Tom Green counties, hail up to the size of an inch, wind gusts to 60 in through here, just east of San Angelo. Those could be hailers larger than an inch at this point. So we'll keep watching this. That's what I'm saying. And through here, where you're going to purple now, those are places where, that's probably more than baseline. Yeah, Steph's back with us today in Weather Command. She just threw a query on that for us. This one here, north and east of Paint Rock, is more like the size of an egg, at least a golf ball falling out of that. And there are flash flood warnings. You're seeing the reasons why. This is just over the past 3 hours, the yellow representing in this zone here, both sides of Route 83, fairly widespread 2 to 3 inches of rain. So you consider that's an inch per hour for 3 hours time. That's pretty heavy, and that's clearly leading to some flash flooding. When you look at the extended forecast, this may become even more problematic.